The Verde is one of Arizona's major rivers, flowing year-round. There's plenty of access to the Verde, most of it very crowded. Our goal today is to get on a trail ride, and if we happen to find a less crowded access to the Verde River, then all the better. We'll start today's ride on FS 164. This is located about 10 miles east of Chino Valley, Arizona, on Arizona Highway 70, also known as Perkinsville Road. You'll turn north right before crossing under some large power lines, and you'll also make turns on 9111S and 9110R. This trail goes in a generally north direction. Now, it was an overcast, cool, windy day. In fact, I had to delay this ride for a day because of some inclement weather that moved in the day before. It warmed up quite a bit, but it was still a little bit chilly. Most of all, the wind was pretty strong all day long. As you head north, there are several side trails. They're all worth exploring. As you can see, this one crossed over a wash a couple times. This is open range country, plenty of cattle, plenty of man-made water catchment ponds. We call them tanks out here. And made a few friends along the way, like these guys. A few little side canyons to explore. Some of them look to be worth getting out hiking just to check out the terrain. And here is one of those tanks I referred to. This one uses some of the natural terrain features. The trail winds up around the bank. As you can see, we go over plenty of cattle hanging out around the water. As the day went on, it warmed up considerably as the cloud cover broke. It became a pretty nice day. Only the wind really remained to bother my GoPro camera. But, still checking out side trails. Before we head north, I'm going to check out this windmill. Now, as you get closer to the Verde further north, the terrain changes to more of a southern Utah type red dirt, and the trail also becomes quite a bit rougher. Now, you can see in the background, you can see some red cliffs. Those are on the very edge of the Verde River. So we know we're getting closer. Now, it would have been nice to drive right up to the Verde and stop. At one time, you could probably do that, but when I encountered this pipe fencing, I knew that any chance of that was gone. The truth is, access to the Verde is restricted pretty much any area except close to larger populations. As we come to a stop here, you'll see a nice sign explaining to you that your tax dollars went to Syria rather than to maintain this trail down to the river. Ooh. Here's the Verde itself. Destination reached. It's flowing pretty good despite not having a whole lot of winter precipitation this year. Keep in mind we're not very far from the headwaters, so it doesn't look too bad at all. And up on this cliff above the river lies the train tracks for the Verde Canyon Railroad freight branch. After the stop at the river, I turned and headed for home. Not before exploring some other trails further west, namely FS 155. And I intended to bring you those trails in this video, but those trails turned out to be so interesting that I decided to save them for a later video. So this adventure is not done, and this one will be continued later on. So for now, I'm going to head on out. Thank you for watching, and God bless.